Okay, here's part 2. Okay, so the area of this trapezoid right here. The area of trapezoid EFGH is 273 square centimeters. Find the area of this triangle. Well, we need to know the height. And the height of this triangle is the same as the height of the trapezoid. So we have to find the height of the trapezoid before we can solve for the area of this triangle. Okay, so first thing, let's get to that. Let's solve for the area of this trapezoid. So we have area is equal to 1/2 of the height multiplied by base 1 plus base 2. Remember, anytime you can pause these videos and try this on your own, or go back and review if you didn't understand the first time. Oh, let me go here. Okay, so our area is, we're going to put things in we know, 273, 1/2. We don't know our height, but we do know both of our bases, and Ms. Brock always likes to do the shorter base as base 1 and the longer base as base 2. So 273 is equal to, let's first combine this. So we have 4 plus 5 is 9, 2 plus 1 is 39. And so I want to rearrange this right now. So we're going to do 1/2 of 39 and multiplied by the height. So 1/2 of 39 would be 19.5 H. Okay, and then we're going to divide both sides by 19.5 because I'm isolating this H. So this becomes a 1. So we have 273. I'm going to come up here. 273 is equal to divided by 19.5. 19.5, I ran out of room, so we're going to redo this over here. Okay, so then 273 divided by 19.5 is 14. So we have H is equal to 14. So my height here is 14. So that means the height of both of these triangles would be 14. Okay, so let's solve for the triangle then. Area is equal to, and we have 14 by 14, so we have 1/2 of 14 multiplied by 14, right? Area is equal to 1/2 of the base and the height. Okay, half of 14. Area is equal to, what is half of this? 7, and then 14. And what is 17, or 7 multiplied by 14? That is, an area is equal to 98 centimeters squared. Okay, for this next part we need a coordinate grid here. So I'm going to minimize this so we can see the coordinate grid over here. Okay, we're going to trash. Okay, so number 24, 3 out of 4 points of the vertices of a parallelogram, W, X, Y, and Z, are W at 0, 1, and X at -4, -4, and Y at -1, -4. Find the coordinates for Z, then find the area of the parallelogram. So it's telling us it's a parallelogram twice, right? Okay, which means we're going to have two sides that are parallel and also equal in length. So our first coordinate is right here. I don't know what's going on with this. Right? Okay. So right here is our first one, and this is our W. And then we are at -4 and 4. This is X, and -1 and 4 is my Y. Okay, so if I connect these up, we have a 1, 2, 3, a length of a base of 3. So that means that this is also going to have to be 3 because this is its parallel point. So I'm going to count over 1, 2, 3. Count it over 3 spaces. So this is my Z. So now I'm going to connect them up. And what is my height here? Let's count the spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have a height of 5. So I have area is equal to the base multiplied by the height. So my area is base of 3, height of 5. My area is 15. So W, X, Y, and Z is equal to 15 units squared. Okay, let's go on to 24, or 26, sorry. Okay, let's read it. 3 out of the 4 coordinates of the vertices of a trapezoid, oh, now we're making a trapezoid, A, B, C, D, are A, 0, 1, B, -4, -4, C, -1, -4. AD is parallel to BC, and AD is 6 units. Point D lies to the right of point A. Find the coordinates for D and then find the area of the trapezoid. Okay, so let's mark our points. We have A at 0 and 1. There's A. And let's see, B is at -4 and 4. So here's my B. And C is at -1 and 4. So there's C. And it says that AD is parallel to BC, so it's going to be running across the Y, so its Y has to be at 1, and it says it's 6 units to the right of A. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. Let's connect those up. This is not going to be awesome, but that's okay. So we know that this is a base of 3, and this is a base of 6. And my height needs to go from here all the way down to here, right? Between the 2 bases. And that, let's count those spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a height of 5. So let's solve. Area is equal to 1/2 of our height multiplied by the sum of base 1 and base 2. Okay, so let's plug in our information. We don't know the area, that's what we're looking for. And we know the height is 5. We know that base 1 is 3 and base 2 is 6. So let's simplify where we can. Now this one I'm not going to take half of 5 because this is a small number. So 4 multiplied by 5 is 45. So half of that. Half of 45 would be 22.5. Okay? All right. Notice every time I'm just dropping that down until I've used it, right? Don't forget to drop down those different things. Oh, and I didn't do I'm just going to write units squared. I'm going to write a U. Makes it easy. Okay, let's see. Any more on this one? I think that's it. Yep, okay, let's go to the next one. And we're done with the coordinate plane here. So we can go back to full screen so we can see better. Okay, we're going to bring my little pen tool over here. If I need to move things, I think I'm going to scroll down, then I won't have to do it later. Maybe, oh, I'm still going to have to. Okay, so reading parallelogram ABDE. ABDE is made up of square ACDF and a triangle ABC and triangle FDE. Triangle, so we have We have a square, we have a triangle, and another triangle. Okay, so it says triangles ABC and FDE are identical. So this triangle here and this triangle here, they're the same. They have the same area. Okay, so it says the area is 12 meters. So this is 12 and this is 12. Find the area of the square. We want to know what this is. And then we are going to find the area of the parallelogram. We're going to just do that by adding the area of each of the three together. Okay, so first we're going to have to find the height though. We don't know what the height is, so we can't find the area of the square. But we do know the area of the triangle and its base. That's enough for us to find the height if we have a formula, and we do. And here it is. B and H. My base is 4. My height I don't know. My area is 12. And since I'm dealing with a triangle, it's going to be half. Okay, so what is half of 4? Right here, half of 4. Well, that's going to give me a 2. And then 12. So I have to divide both of these by 2. So then I have, this is the 1, 12 divided by 2, excuse me, is 6. So I have a height of 6. Well, if this is a square, that means that this length and this length are going to be the same, right? So this is also a 6. And formula for squares is length squared. So area is equal to 6 multiplied by 6. Area is equal to 36. Okay, so we found the area, so I'm going to write that. C, D, F is 36, because it asks, that's one of our questions here, right? 36, what's our measurement here? Meters squared. And the next one I have to find out is A, B, D, and E. So I'm going to write that right now. And to find that, I need to add 12 plus 36 plus 12. And I'm going to consolidate these two that I know. 24 plus 36. And then 24 plus 36 is 60, right? Because 20 and 30 would be 50, and then 4 and 6 make 10, so 50 plus 10 would give 60. All right, so 60 meters squared. Oh, awesome. We're on our last one. Thanks for hanging in there with me. You guys are awesome. I know this is not easy for any of us, so I appreciate any work that you can do to keep yourself moving forward. Okay, so last one, trapezoid. MNRS is made up of a trapezoid, MNPT, so the smaller trapezoid, and triangle, TPQ, and that triangle is 84 square feet. And let's try green. Okay, so this is 84. And the lengths of, oh, and a parallelogram, sorry. Parallelogram TQRS. Let's see, says the area of the triangle is 84 square feet. The lengths of NP, so right here to here, and this length here, P to Q and Q to R, is in a ratio of 2 to 1.5 to 1. And I thought the easiest way to do that, because the only thing we really know is right here, is I'm going to think, well, how can I break 12 into 1.5? So I thought of it, and you know I love to draw a model, is, well, I can break one and a half into 3 pieces, right? Into half pieces. So this would be 0.5 and 0.5, 0.5, right? So I have 3 halves, because that's what 1 1/2 is, right? 3 halves. And so then if I want to break this 12 into those halves, I divide it by 3. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. So that means each one of these is worth 4. And if this is 1, right, and this is a half, that means 1 is 4 plus 4, right? So, and this is worth 1 here, and we know 1 is 2 4s, so that means that's 8. And if 1 is 8, then 2 is 2 of those, so it's 16. Okay? If you have a different way to solve it that gets you the same result, by all means, do it. Okay, so now we know that the length of here, so we know our base 1 is right here, it's going to be 18. And our base 2 is these numbers added together. Okay, and we have 16 plus 12 plus 8. Well, I know that 12 plus 8 is 20, and then plus 16 would be 36. Okay, so now I have a base. I need to find a height. I don't have a height, but I do know the area and the base of this triangle. So I'm going to have to find the height from that. Okay, so I write down my formula, and then I plug in what I know. I'm going to substitute. So I know my area. I know that it's going to be 1/2 because it's a triangle, and I know my base is 12. And there's my height. So now I want to simplify. This is me simplifying this right here. So 84 is equal to half of 12, which is 6, and we still have our h. Okay, we're going to divide both sides by 6, because we're trying to isolate that h. Always get that h to it, it's just one h. Okay, isolate it. And so that would make that a 1, and 84 divided by 6 is h is equal to 14. Another one where our height is 14. So this height is 14. Okay, so now we have our height is 14. So now we can solve for our trapezoid. Okay, so we're trying to find the area of MNRS. Sounds like a radio station name, right? You're listening to MNRS. All right, here we go. 1/2 of the height multiplied by base 1 plus, come on, my pen is being slow, base 2. So base 1 is 18, base 2 is 36, my height is 14, area and 1/2. Okay, so let's simplify. Area is 1/2. Oh, whoops, no, we don't want to do that. We're simplifying, right? We don't need to carry that 1/2 anymore because we're going to simplify this. So 1/2 of 14 is 7. And then let's simplify this. 18 plus 36, right? That's going to be 54. So what's 54 multiplied by 7? That would be an area of 370. Let me double check. I think it's 378. I don't want to times 7. 378 feet. Right, feet squared. Okay, so there we go. There's my 78 feet squared. And there's my answer. Okay, thank you for hanging in there with me. I hope this helped you, as we're going to have a quiz on the Monday we come back. So over break, you might want to look at it. I mean, I'm not saying spend all the break, but given the conditions, I don't, probably not going to be out going around to many places. So take like 10 minutes every day and review. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.